Rekha Diwan from Shiva Shiksha Sadan welcomes you, and here we have question numbers 3, 4 and 5.
So here we have question number 3. Why does grandfather take Toto to Saharanpur and how? First of all, we can notice that question is in present tense. So we need to start our answer in present tense only, but we can always state the reason in past. So we have to start like grandfather takes Toto to Saharanpur because he was this. Okay, so we need to start the answer in present tense only. Now let us come to the answer. Why does he take him to Saharanpur? And one more thing, Toto was taken to Saharanpur from Dehradun, right? This was because Toto was quite naughty. He was mischievous and he would not let anyone sleep at night in the big cage he was transferred to. And here we can notice this thing the author is telling us here. His presence in the house still a secret. Toto was now transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarters. But the monkey would not allow any of his companions to sleep at night, so it was decided to take him along. Next question is, how was he taken there? So here we have the answer. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for him. But keep one thing in mind, we don't have to copy. We don't have to copy at all. We have to express ourselves. We have to write the answer in our words. So Toto was taken to Saharanpur in a big black canvas kit bag, and for the same some straw at the bottom was kept to make the monkey feel comfortable. So this is how he was taken to Saharanpur. And if you are asked the question why, here too, why was he taken to Saharanpur in a canvas kit bag, then you will have to talk about this, that the stuff is quite thick and monkey could not bite through. Toto could not get his hands through the opening and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through. So all these points are to be talked about. But we have another question in the same one. Let me reduce the resolution so that we can see. Why does the ticket collector insist on calling Toto a dog? Here we see the simple question, but from this itself we can talk about what kind of person the ticket collector was, right? And that's also a very, very important question. Now, why does the ticket collector insist on calling Toto a dog? It is because he was greedy, right? So let us read it here. We have, the poor man was taken aback, but with great presence, before this, Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur. But while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. See, first of all, the ticket collector charged. It might be because of this only he might have felt insulted. Secondly, the man might be greedy as grandfather tried to convince him that Toto was not a dog but it was a monkey. Moreover, we are human beings and I guess almost all of us can identify easily, we can differentiate between a monkey and a dog, right? So these two reasons can be stated here. So here we have fourth question. How does Toto take a bath? First of all, we need to talk about the warm water ball which would be given to him by grandmother. And then we need to talk about his gradual entrance. See, he would first of all check the temperature. He would check the temperature cunningly using his elbow and then would enter gradually, stepwise he would enter by putting his one foot at a time, and then he would immerse himself till neck. And then we need to talk about how he would soap up himself and would run to the kitchen fire once he was done in order to dry himself up. So these are the points we need to talk about. And then the second part of the question is, where has he learned to do this? He has learned to do this from the author. And then we have this page from the text. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evenings was a large bowl of warm water given to him by grandmother for his bath. Students, it is very, very important to quote from the text in order to fetch good marks, in order to write impressive answers. So these words, first few words of this paragraph can be quoted, a great treat for Toto. And here in the second last line we can see, as he had seen me doing. So here me is used for the author. Then we have this third part. How does Toto almost boil himself alive? And to answer this, we can read from the text and can of course can express in our words. A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea, and Toto, finding himself with nothing better to do, decided to remove the lid. And as it is said, an empty brain is a devil's workshop. So he entered into that kettle, and the temperature had been rising gradually, so he would also hop up and down, he would jump up and down, and he was lucky enough that grandmother came well in time and hauled the monkey out of that kettle and saved. So this is how monkey nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. Here we have last question, number 5. Why does the author say Toto was not a sort of pet we could keep for long? Though it's a question, yet we can learn this statement like anything, and if any question comes from the chapter, we can fit it there. Toto was not the sort, S-O-R-T, sort means kind, K-I-N-D, kind. Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long. Why does the author say so? We have already seen that Toto is quite naughty, quite mischievous. Naughty means mischievous, naughty, one and the same. C-H-I-E-V-O-U-S. And we need to list all the things, all the mischief he had created in the house, starting from the havoc he had created in the author's closet. And then we have to talk about how he troubled his fellow animals, and we need to talk about the pulao scene, which is very, very, very important. And this pulao scene only forced grandfather to sell Toto back to the Tonga driver. So we need to talk about the rice dish too. All these points only convinced author's grandfather that Toto could not be kept for long. So here obviously Toto was not a sort of pet we could keep for long. And the other thing, they were not well heeled enough, they were not wealthy enough, and otherwise too nobody likes to afford the frequent loss of so many things. Like here he talks about dishes, clothes, curtains and wallpaper. Your dishes means utensils like different bowls, plates and other kitchen containers. I hope this point is clear.
Thank you for watching.